Put your hand up if you know about your history, about your nans and your pops. It's very important that you know a tiny bit about your history, but more importantly, where you belong and where you come from. And it's right now where you kids are growing up that you are free.
I'm a Bindjareb yoga. Pinjarra is actually, I was born there and I'm probably going to die there. It's very important for me to keep the information or cultural knowledge of the area so I can pass on to my kids and also teach the kids that belong there to show pride in where they come from and for people to give acknowledgement of the Noongar families that come from that area. A lot of our cultural or our Noongar language within the area was lost due to that stolen generation side of it. So we're all learning, and while we're learning, I'm teaching. So hopefully today you will learn something new and then you'll teach someone else. Yeah, welcome to Bindjareb country, and I hope throughout your day today you learn some good stuff and you actually go on and teach other people.
Smoking ceremony, you know, it just cleanses your soul, gets rid of all those bad souls and stuff around you. And then when you walk over near the water, you do it pretty much everywhere you go, especially if you're going to go for a swim. You walk over, grab a bit of sand. A lot of different tribes do it differently. Some rub it all over themselves, and you know, you call your name out, tell them what tribe you come from and who's your mob and stuff like that in your elders. Just pretty much tells, you know, the spirits around that you're here and look after me. Like, I'm not here to disrespect the land. I'm here to, you know, have a good time.
So my name is Liz Prescott. I'm the CEO of Choices, Children and Youth Community Services. We're based in Mandurah in Greenfields. However, we actually support young people throughout the Bindjareb region. And we work primarily out of schools because we believe that we need to make our youth workers and our counsellors accessible to young people.
So we work with youth 12 to 25 years, mentoring and counselling, you know, with at-risk youth around the mental health.
Basically what it means is that we've got about 65 Aboriginal students in our school, and I bring programs to them. I take them to awesome events like this. Yeah, I try to keep them to being Noongar people, Aboriginal people within our society, our bigger society.
I've always felt like my culture is really close to my heart, and especially in my family. So to be able to have a conversation with the young boys and explain, like, look, this is what I used to do, also what you're about to do too. I grew up in Mandurah. Been here for over 20 odd years. Got a big family. Me and my family are very culture orientated. At first, I chose the wrong path. I started, you know, just partying and stuff like that. I did a lot of wrong. I won't lie, I did a lot of wrong growing up. So nowadays, I'm just trying to turn it all around and just become a better man, a bigger man, and do it for my family, do it for my kids, and do it for myself. And hopefully one day, you know, I'd be more proud than I am today.
My pop and nan, they like going out like bush and that, and like I'll go with them and just my family and that go out bush.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't really know much about my culture because my dad's side of family is like Aboriginal, and I don't really get to learn stuff from him because I live with my mum.
I used to love getting out to ring one of the pops and say, when's the next dance, or when are we going bush?
I want to learn more about my culture. I want to get out there. I love exploring and stuff. Love animals, love seeing it. I did grow up doing a bit of dancing, but now not really getting opportunities to.
I spent a lot of time, like about 27 years of me 63, in and out of boys' homes, prisons. Now I'm helping other people, which is a harder payback. I feel as though I have to give back to all the young fellas, so that they don't venture down the same stuff as what we did.
We just had a little circle going on over there with the boys. So we started off with the older boys. Everybody's just talking about where they come from, who they are. For the boys, for the message stick to get down to them boys and them open up more was really good.
I don't want our Aboriginal kids to lose who they are. I feel that sometimes we're not understood or heard, especially, you know, in the education sector. We're just expected to behave in a particular way.
We teach subjects, but really what we should be teaching is, you know, the fact that you're going to go through a lot of different things in your life and how to cope with those different things, and being connected to country is a very big part of that, and a very important part, knowing where you belong.
To be able to, you know, go out at a young age, do those type of things, and then grow up and then be able to pass it on to the next generation, yeah, it's really massive.
Well, for today, we just, you know, apart from the youth getting the knowledge about Bindjareb Boodja, they're also, you can see them, they've got a purpose, and, you know, they're reaching that sort of, having a sense of belonging, and that's what we want from them.
We just all love to belong to each other, or make a connection in some way.
This area is totally known for its abundance in different fish species. And when the winter rains come down and bring the more fresh water in, the saltwater fish like the mullet and the salmon that come up only for a temporary time start swimming down in huge numbers, and that's the best time to catch them. The stories that I've heard about the abundance of fish, you know, the fish were here so in such great numbers that you'd have these massive feeding frenzies where birds would come in fishing, but also the Noongar people used to put fish traps across the river with sticks. But it's not just the fish that come in great numbers, it's the birds as well. Now the Peel Estuary in this area is known as a Ramsar site, and that's where we have an international treaty with other countries, Japan and China, especially for birds that migrate here only in the summertime. And they come also for the abundance of food in the estuary and here.
We're here on 7 acres on the edge of Lake Goagara, on the banks of the Serpentine River, and it is just such a healing place. And we find that when young people come out here, even our young mums, we do a lot of work with teen mums, it's just so grounding for them, and it makes them feel so much better. And I really wanted to do that for some of the Aboriginal young people in our region, in the Bindjareb region. And so it was just perfect. The timing, it was meant to be.
Boy, this if you call this a classroom, what a classroom.
It's so important to do these activities on country. And it is a beautiful spot, and it's got significant, you know, purpose here. It's a wonderful spot.
This is where we should be teaching our children, and particularly our Aboriginal children because it grounds them. I mean, I've just been so impressed today with the respect and wonderful attitude that the kids have had who've come out here and really, been sort of thrown into something that they really didn't know what it was all going to be about. But isn't this where they should be learning about life?
This is beautiful, right? This is it, isn't it? This is the Boodja, this is the river.
Nowadays, a lot of kids just know screens, TV screens, iPhone screens, stuff like that, and playing games. So to be able to get them out of that and to come and connect actually with nature and the country is massive. They learn a lot. You also learn a lot still by teaching. A lot of them were a bit shy when they first got here, and a lot of them didn't even want to speak up and that. But once the ice got broken, a lot of them are now running around having a laugh and like really coming up to you and having a chat.
You see the youth, they get off the bus, you can see that body language. They're, a little bit hunched over, and as you progress through the day, you see them, stand up tall and have that smile and find their purpose, find that belonging. It's really good to see.
Yeah, I think I'm seeing the change, yeah. The kids coming out of their shells more, because I know the kids that are pretty shy, so yes, I'm seeing the change here. I have a principal, a deputy principal, and she's a Wodjala lady, but she calls herself a Wodjala woman, and she wishes she could have been here. So yes, I hope so, that if next year, I said to her, we're going to have to arrange it so you can come with us, because I think the more Wodjala people that come and learn about our culture, the better as well.
This is the second time I've had the pleasure of working with Sister Kate's. It's a great organisation, a great service, great program. They've identified what is needed and they're going out and doing it. It's absolutely fabulous.
We'd love to have this as a regular annual event. I think we can make this a very special occasion for our local Bindjareb young people.
We would definitely love if we can keep working with Sister Kate's and organise a lot more of these activities. It's definitely needed.
Standing tall, lifting our soul, standing tall. Sitting here on country, in touch with our bodies and minds. While the river's running, the eagles fly high. Hearing the sounds of nature, while the wind is blowing by. Gather round together, we go hunting with our tribe. We'll go fishing with our mob, catching mullet by the sea. As we sit around this fire, cooking damper and a feed. We pay respects to all our elders, past, present and emerge. Cooling guards from the southwest, standing tall as it lifts us all.
I will sing this proud, and I'll sing this loud. We will stand together and we'll rise up forever in my children's eyes, in my children's eyes.